My bias is bullish based on, I'll show you the 1 hour chart. Well, I mean, look, that could continue bearish without a doubt, but these couple of pin bars are holding up here, and I don't mind that. So if you have a look at like this green, when the green zone kicked off back here, see where it went from red to green. We got something out of it, right? The green, the green background on the chart went through from here through to here. Let's just have a look at, more importantly, we'll just take out that. And I want to have a look at, see the green shaded zone here, this one. Yeah, the green shaded zone kicked in and we got a bit out of that. The red shaded zone kicked in, we got a bit out of that. Here we go, it's starting to drop back a little bit now. The green shaded zone kicked in here, we got a bit. See, so every time this green and red shaded zone kicks in, go tight, we get something every time. Let's just open it up. Look, red shaded zone here. See that there? This is inspiring. Green shaded zone, so 1 minute time frame. So we're just going to be really looking to trade with this, I think. But I also want to include this. So early on in the red zone, early on in the green zone. So let's have a look at early on in the green zone. See, back here. Okay, so the green zone, and then the green kicks in here. So that's what I'm looking for. At the moment, we're in the red zone and just waiting for this to turn green. So what I've done is, see, we're starting to get some green signals. These are multiple VWAP, but we also need the trend momentum sink. I guess it'll either turn red or green. So we just go with the flow pretty much. Yeah, 1 minute. And this is just trading gold. So this blue line is the London Open. We had a little bit of a dip and then it rallied. And I'm just wondering, given that it traded down into the London Open, is this going to be the rotation through the London session for a bullish move now that we've got this break of structure? All right, now we've got a bearish divergence starting to paint here as well. So that's a good sign for us. Thing is, we don't know how far it's going to pull back. Like we've got a pullback alert here and we only got, well, we got that. Okay. It could take us down there. Okay, a green pullback alert there. So really got to pay attention to these indicators. Bullish pullback. Okay, that was significant. This one here as well, look. And we got that. So it does tend to move, or it can do. Interesting stuff. All right, so there's our pullback alert. Just waiting for it now to see how far down it's going to travel. I guess if we grab a fib, we got a low to high here. Now, interestingly, I did take a trade earlier and then I decided to bail because we didn't have all the signals. I had a long position just off this signal here, and very shortly thereafter, this guy painted, so I decided to close it. Yes, I closed it slightly in profit. This was my close here, this line. After I saw that kick in, I'm thinking, okay, it's going to pull back. But it was quite a shallow pullback, and I didn't enter on these because I just really wanted to see this green shaded zone behind here kick in, and I really do want to see this trend momentum sink. That will tell me that buyers are really starting to get involved here. You see that? And it took over here, for example, it took quite a move, and then it pulled back in here, and that's when we got that signal. Like, you just got to watch you don't FOMO into these things. I mean, it could rally from here, and then we miss the boat. It's already closed here, and I would love it to come back into where I closed. But, yeah, them's the breaks. Well, that's the pullback. We've got that confirmed off here. So what we need to see now, see these down here. We need to see this travel down into this low here. Now, this will make a difference. We want to see this travel down and then start to turn around from down around here. At the moment, these are still traveling south. So we'll just hang in there while this indicator's traveling south. Let's just bring this one to the top. This is a really important indicator. So see how these ones here headed south. Then we had the second one. We had two of them. And then this is when they started to turn around here. Right, so at the moment, these are still heading south, all of them. And I want to see them change direction and head north. So we just hold back until that happens. All right, this is the high-low signals 3, a really good indicator, this one. Tells you when to exit. And I mean, on a 1 minute chart like this, it can give you your entry. Look, for example, down in here. You've just got to see them when they travel down and they start to turn up. Look at that. Okay, so these are still heading south at the moment, so we just stay with it. Down it comes, slightly further. Oh, that's nice. Just stick with it. Okay, so we got a green trend momentum sink now. That's starting to kick in here. So now we've got buyers. Look, you know what? I could almost, this is starting to curl around here. I could almost, that trend momentum sink is going to repaint. That's fine. But it's telling you on multiple time frames, we've got trend momentum sink. Yeah, this one here. Okay, on the 15:30, 1 and 1. 15:30 in the 1 hour, we're seeing a bit of action. Now we've got a red candle. Now see how this is broken below this channel? What I want to do now is set up a trend bars alert, 3 dots, add alert, and I want to see a breakout bullish, once per bar close. We'll go with that. And this I want to start to see, I'm almost going to get involved with that, guys. I like the pullback. I mean, it could come back further, but we're getting the signal. We've got all the signals in play at the moment. Okay, the only signal I'm waiting for now is for this to break above. See this channel here? I want that channel break, and that'll kick in. Let's just enable that. Bar color green, yeah, red, that's another one. Channel break, it's kind of about to happen. I'm almost going to pull the trigger. Just pull that down a little bit further, me and my wide stops. Okay, yeah, these guys are down here and it's starting to head up, so we could probably run with that. I'm going to go market 0.3 and I'm going to buy right now. All right, so we're in gold and it's slightly above my exit, my previous exit, marginally. So I'm kind of happy with that. And we got a little bit of extra confirmation going on now. So let's see how we go. Yeah, this is a really good indicator. Okay, so we've got a little bit of spread going on. So actually entered up there. That was our entry point there. So you could specialize on gold. The euro dollar's another one that's good to trade. It's got, fairly tight spreads. There's plenty of liquidity. Gold's pretty popular, so I thought I'd do this video to show you what's possible with this. Yeah, and we just wait and see how this plays out now. The only thing going against us at the moment is, this. I failed to see this. Let's just pull it to the top and I'll show you this. We really want this green to be crossing up. My bad. Okay, so that's the other confirmation you want to see. You don't want to see green crossing down red. You want to see this green crossing up red. All right, so I jumped in a little bit early. Then again, we've got this one. Let's just open that up here. We've got 2 of these starting to cross up. See, what I like about this one as well, these are starting to curl up. So that's a good sign. But yeah, extra confirmation would be this green one starting to move up. So I could pull back a little bit further, possibly, and we could possibly see these ones head down into here as well. All right, so it's stalling at the moment. Yeah, I mean, so, keep an eye on it. And when green here turns up red, have a look and see, how price action plays out. Okay, so we'll just hang in there. What's it look like on the 2M? Yeah, okay, so it's still trending down on the 2M. 1M's pretty fast. 5M? Well, I like what I'm seeing on the 5M. Now, if it does happen to go the other way, we can just take the other side of the trade. That's the other thing. There's always that possibility. It's starting to move a bit lower now. Yeah, okay, so see this indicator here? Yeah, that was the only thing that I overlooked. I mean, if you wanted to, you could cancel this and wait for that indicator. It's not a bad idea, actually. Let's do that. Close the position. Just, watch your risk. Okay, we closed it here. Fair enough. Slightly under. All right, so what we need to see this indicator here curl up. Add the alert, and it's got to be the bullish crossover. Once per bar close, or once per bar will do. We just wait for that. See, now we've got a red signal here as well. Okay, so we just manage our risk. I'm okay with that. That's just a very small loss. Closed. Yeah, my bias really is bullish. But I mean, if it turns around and we head south and we get red signals, then we can just run with that. I've talked about that in previous videos. We'll just see how we go. So yeah, most important is this indicator down the bottom here. It's got to turn around. 1 minute time frame. All right, guys, I've dived in again here on this momentum, bullish momentum here. We're getting a couple of signals. This has trended down and it's starting to curl up. It hasn't actually crossed over, so a little bit early, but we've got this green signal here that's established itself there. Okay, so I've got down the bottom here, these guys and the green signal. And my bias is bullish, and I'm thinking, okay, there's a pullback. Let's see if we get that. So a couple of green signals have kicked in. Fairly tight stop just under here. So we'll see how we go with this. Look at it from this point of view. I mean, we've got swing low, swing high, pullback, higher low. Let's see, if that's going to happen. I'm always talking about this as well, usually on a 30-minute chart in my videos, but that's trending down. And then we get this break of structure here. Same thing back here. So, well, we get a shift. We get a structural shift here, bullish structural shift. Yeah, I've only got a 1R target at the moment. Well, we can move that target if we need to. Yeah, I mean, I like it. It's red. We've turned from red. We've trended up. It's pulled back. We're in the green zone. We've got green alerts. See how we go. So what I might do is just move the target up a little bit higher. Take it up around here. That's about 2.6. So what I'm hoping with this is, it's a run on liquidity. We get the move up, okay, this, and then this move back down in here takes out, see this low? It takes out these stops. And I'm hoping that's what it needs now for this to continue up. No guarantees, guys. We just got to be patient with it. See down here? We're getting this green crossover now. That's a good sign. And we want to see this start to trend up. Okay, we've had this alert. We've had these alerts. Okay, we're in the green zone. More green alerts. See how we go. Okay, I'll be back. Pick up a bit of traction here now. Nice to see. Right, the momentum is starting to come right in here. So over to MT4. Okay. I like this price action. This is the 30-minute chart on MT4. Okay, we've got this higher low, break above, pull back, higher lows, and now starting to find a little bit of momentum with this. Hopefully, everyone will get behind it now and start to dive in. Oh, it's starting to slow down a bit. Hang on, let's go back. Yeah, so we want traders to really get in behind this now. Want the volume to kick right in. Let's got to be patient with it. Our alerts are all my bullish alerts over here are they're going off. But yeah, we got in these alerts that I said earlier. What will happen now when this starts to expand, we'll see these kicking in as well, these alerts. So, I mean, look, you could take profits and then look for the pullback. So you could work, for example, okay, we got in long. If we entered back in here, for example, let's say that is where we got involved. You can close it on that signal there. So now it's trading up from the base from here, coming up into the high. We've got this really nice movement spreading out. Okay, that's what we want to see. I mean, guys, seriously, you could just specialize in gold, be a gold trader, and follow this strategy on the 1 minute time frame. See, now we're starting to gain a little bit of traction. We just got to wait for these exit signals to kick in. And again, you can sell, you can close your position entirely and then, and come back in on the pullback. So what I was saying was, if you got in there and you sold there and you were in front, then you just come back. Now you just wait for this to kick in again for your next entry. All right. So if this trades up, however far it goes, and we see the signals firing, we can close that and then, look for that entry and then just keep following it. You're going to be following it up with your stop loss as well. You don't want to be leaving the stop loss where it is. And the other thing you can do is you can just leave this in and open another position. But I like to take money off the table personally, because you never know if it's going to turn around and go against you. Okay, so you want to look for potential targets. You got this previous day high up in here. You've also got this level. Okay, there'll be liquidity resting above that. So wherever there's resting liquidity, that's a target for this thing to take it out. So you've got buy stops up in here, okay, on this move. Once this moves up, you probably see another signal will fire here, like a sell signal or an exit signal. But I do like what I'm seeing down here with this one. That is really nice. It's exactly what we want. So my bad, before I entered long and this thing was heading south. Right, I completely overlooked it. So yeah, just keep an eye out for these things. It's kind of fun. You just sit here and watch it, and, wait for it to play out. It's definitely got a bit of momentum behind it. How's our MT4 starting to look kind of, yeah, promising? Yeah, so like if you want to, you can sit, if you don't want to sit in front of the computer, you can set the extreme confluence, this one, see the flash on, flash off, the red signal there flashing on. You can set this one to go off to tell you when to exit. So we add the alert and it's just both of those. And the exit signal should be different. The droplet is a entry, and then the exit signal we're going to set up as a piercing, that thin sound. That's a really different sound. You don't have to set, well, you could say exit. That's it. And just go, once per bar close, go create. It's pulling back a little bit now. Oh, we didn't get an exit signal. See how these are trending up in here now and they're starting to curl over? It's not an exit signal per se, but, you can use that if you want to. So, once these trade up into this level, we could have closed it up here. That could have been a thing, but that's all right. I prefer to wait for this red signal here, or the red zone here, because hopefully that'll just be a little bit of a pullback. It's a trend, it's gonna do that and that and that and that, and hopefully we continue up. I don't like to see the white candles kicking in. It's coming back into our entry point now. These are curling over, but they can travel sideways right down to our entry point. All right, so I kind of had a hunch and I nearly closed it up here. I was very close to closing that. Okay, starting to move again. Yeah, I mean, look, if you're sitting here watching it, you can get very emotionally involved, and you got to watch that fear and greed. You FOMO in, and you make silly decisions. I'm guilty. I do it myself. Been trading for a long time, and I still make silly mistakes. But I mean, the main thing is you get a bit older and wiser, and you evolve, and you come out ahead at the end of each week or at the end of each month. That's the main thing. You're going to have losing streaks. That's going to happen, guys. I've been experimenting. I mean, I've only been trading this strategy really for the last 3 weeks. This is our 3rd week. Here we go, starting to move again. And there's a lot of new things going on. And like this tight stop loss is very new for me. I'm used to trading on a daily time frame, a daily chart, and setting wide stops. So it's taken me a lot to surrender. And I mean, this is a really big move for me to tighten this stop up like this. But I'm very pleased to say that that's happening. Like if you trade for a while, you develop habits, and it can take a while to make the changes that you need to meet the market conditions. We've got all this volatility with the Trump's tariffs and whatnot going on. It's just been horrendous over the last year. It's been really difficult trading, but you got to adapt. And slowly but surely, I'm pleased to say for myself that it's happening. This was I moved my stop loss. I'm going to cancel that. I didn't confirm it. Okay, and then I moved it on MT4. So I'm just gonna do that. I'll probably exit before we get up to here because I'm looking for this to move and then pull back. Okay, I'll be back. Just arriving back here at the moment, guys. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull my stop loss to break even. I don't want to risk this going south. So if we move that to break even, this is risk-free. I'm going to confirm that. It's very tight. It could very easily pull back. And if it does, so be it, right? It's pushing up. So let's just wait for this at the moment. There's no harm in closing that. But the only risk is if a lot of capital gets behind it and it rallies really quickly, then you'll miss out. That's the only issue. We've got a stop loss at break even, and this is 100% risk free. And at the moment, everything here is running favorably. I'm really good with that. It would be awesome if that just continued up and didn't take us out. I would be really pleased. If it pulls back into our entry point, well, then we get an opportunity to get back in again at that same level, potentially. This is starting to move a little bit now. All right, so there's the sell stops going in under. Every time it expands, stops go under, and the pullback hits those stops, and that's what it needs. It's liquidity that it needs to continue. It rallies, and it pulls back into these sell stops. These orders pair with that, and then, we go to our next, hopefully, but I hope, hoping that we don't pull right back in and do that, right? And the other thing we can look at is a 3-drive pattern. So at the moment we have, from this point, we've got drive 1, I guess. Well, 1, 2, 3. It's starting to see this high here through to here and here. All right, it's going to reach into here now, and that would be a good idea to see this red signal. See the red flashing down there? We close it. Done. I'm actually good to close it, even though my stop loss is at break even. See how our red signal here? That's our exit. So let's just exit now that this is expanded and wait for this to pull back. And looking at my MT4, so we got a 63. That's really nice. Really nice. Now, it's repainting, that's fine, but that red signal is valid, okay? Have a look at the lines. See how the lines are up there? Yeah, that's completely fine. That's a valid signal. It flashed on and flashed off. I don't have an issue with that whatsoever. The condition has been met. And look, see green is starting to cross down red here. So, just go with it. Take your money and run. So I'm just going to call that closed, and then we're going to wait for the next pullback. And, I mean, look, it's not a huge gain, but $60 is $60. Trend-based fib extension. I'm just going to show you my risk-reward tool here. We gained 0.5 R. Nothing wrong with that, guys. It's maybe slightly under. Nearly 0.5, half a R. Nearly. Yeah, pretty close to it. Absolutely do not have an issue with that. All right. So now, see how these are traveling up around here. That could move through here for a bit. We've got green starting to touch red here. All right. So as price action normally plays out, we'll get low to high, retrace, low to high, retrace, low to high, and we're trading into this. Okay. If it retraces down into here, we could look for an entry. It's Friday night, and I'm just wondering whether I want to continue or not. It's been a long week. But anyway, I'll come back in a bit. All right, guys, look, I might just wind up the video and show you just where we're at the moment. So I closed it here based on these trending up. Now, we didn't have the red signal as such, but we did have this green touching red, and I was good to close that. Now, at the moment, it's just trending sideways. Who knows from here? Look, it's trending. This is trending back down, and there's a white candle. So I would expect maybe a little bit of a pullback here, and then you've just got to wait for this to get you back in again. Ideally, it pulls back and it gives you a green signal like that. I mean, if this is going to be a deep pullback, you'll definitely get that green alert. See, these are heading up the top here now, and I would like to see them. Looks like they're possibly going to cross over and head south. Now, I was talking about that 3-drive. Here's the thing. See how we've got this 3-drive? Now we've got a touch 1, touch 2. This is drive 1, drive 2, drive 3. Half expect that, and then maybe continues. Who knows? I mean, it may or may not continue, but usually after I see a 3-drive pattern like this, I tend to sit back. All right, guys, just coming back into it here. Okay, so we've got the red signal. It's just pushed up again now. So you're going to have to expect this to pull back. And that 3-drive pattern will sometimes stretch out to another one. That's fine. But yeah, especially when this trades into, see, we've got a red dot starting into this level. This is liquidity. Okay, so it's reaching into that. There's a whole bunch of buy stops sitting up in here that I would definitely close on that signal. And I would say, look out for, maybe we see, liquidity up there. These orders pair with that. Possibly it pulls back. Okay, so just be careful. Anyway, guys, look, what I want to say to you is this is an incredibly sound strategy. It's really enjoyable. And I want to invite you to explore it for the 14-day free trial. As you know, that there's a free trial. But here's the thing, if you want to do this, you could trade multiple prop firm accounts, use the strategy that we're trading here. I've got this going on down here. Look, see this forex ideas? Now, this has been incredibly successful. You've got everything here at your fingertips. This is for prop firm trading or trading your own account. You need to be the original trader. So I'm giving you everything. Look, I'll show you what I'm giving you this. Okay, the Aussie dollar and gold. Look for the strategy, and I'm teaching the strategy in the daily mentorship videos. Asian session, we go over our trades. Okay, scalping strategy in depth. Okay, refining our scalping strategy, and I trade live like I did in this video. So, you really get the essence of how to be successful in this game. So yeah, there are a number of prop firms that allow you to copy from a personal account over into your prop firm account. I've got the list of those prop firms. You can trade here. This goes over to the accounts that I've set up to trade copy of this account. This is a Pepperstone C Trader demo account, and that's set up in a program called Duplicium, where I copy to multiple accounts. And I've also got it set up in Traders Connect. Duplicium is my preference by far. So you can reach out to me. I'm happy to help. And with that, I hope you have a fantastic day. Safe trading, and see you in the next one.